If you want almost daily Star Wars videos, make sure you check out my channel Star Rawr. Link in the video description and comment section down below. To be fair, this guy pretty much hated everyone.
You're fulfilling your destiny.
In A New Hope, Obi-Wan and Luke walk into Mos Eisley Cantina with R2-D2 and C-3PO and are almost immediately told,
"Hey, we don't serve their kind here.
What?
You're droids. They'll have to wait outside. We don't want them here."
He even had a droid detector installed so that a droid would never enter his bar without him being aware of it. So what was his beef with droids? It's actually really tragic. 22 years before the Battle of Yavin, the Clone Wars began, a 3-year conflict that divided the galaxy. Sadly, the war between the Galactic Republic and the Separatists hit the galaxy all over, causing misery and pain wherever it went. Wuher was a teenager at Arcax Station when the Clone Wars came to him. The Separatist droids, for whatever reason, had chosen to enter that station, kill the power, and move through the location, executing anyone and everyone they found. Wuher would vividly remember decades later his dead parents, hit with multiple blaster fire, laying on the ground with holes in them, still smoldering. He remembered running down the halls of the station, hearing the hiss and whisper of their limbs, their eyes in blaster fire lighting up the darkness. And then the droids leveling their blasters at him, ready to fire, ready to kill him. He would also remember his saviors, that as they were ready to fire, twin spears of light, blue and green, cut through the air, cutting the droids to pieces as they screeched. The Jedi had arrived, too late to save his parents and many others, but soon enough to save him from the droids. He remembered the Jedi saving his life when Obi-Wan pulled out his lightsaber, and because of that, he would protect Obi-Wan later when the stormtroopers questioned him. However, he would also remember the droids. From that day on, he wholeheartedly hated them, considering them cold and killers to the last, believing they'd always wreck whatever place they were in, and that since they had no heart, no soul, they were incapable of having mercy the way a man could, and could never, ever be trusted. Interestingly, he did consider them as alive as any other creature, but more powerful, smart, dangerous, things that could live as long as their programming allowed, and no matter what kind of restraining bolt you put on them, they were always to be feared and watched. His experience haunted him so much, he continued to have PTSD decades later. So much so that when Luke and Obi-Wan entered the bar with the droids, he began to have flashbacks to the Clone Wars and the death of his parents. This day stayed with him so much that he never truly found a place of his own or someone of his own, but that encounter with Obi-Wan changed everything. Afterwards, he finally decided he could get his life back on the rails and change his path, that he didn't need to be haunted anymore by his past. After having to drag out the dead body Han Solo left behind and scrub the blood out of the floor, of course.